All right. Hopping in real quick before this episode starts to let you know about something we're super excited about. If you've listened to the show for any length of time at all, you'll know that Steven and I have played in bands together for years. And our current band is just a duo of the two of us. And we make hard rock adjacent music, would you say?
Yeah.
/ leans metal, leans other things. We'll see. And if you're into that, we'd love for you to check out this new single that we have coming out. I'll kick it over to Steven and let you know about what the single is called and how you can pre-save it ahead of the release date, which as of right now is supposed to be November 15th, 2024. What do you say?
Yeah, the single is called In Memoriam, and the band name is Token Sacrifice. You can pre-save if you want to go to music.workingmansweightlifting.com. You could also just find us on any of your favorite music listening apps.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah, there you go. Look us up, In Memoriam by Token Sacrifice. We hope you enjoy this episode, and, that's all we got. Till next time. Hello and welcome to the Working Man's Weightlifting Show, the show where working men talk about weightlifting. I'm your host, Nick Wiley, and I'm not joined today by my younger brother and permanent co-host, Mr. Stephen Wiley. Today's a little bit of a special, really quick bonus episode, and he just doesn't happen to be here with me this afternoon to record. So I'm going to try to get you through it alone. If you've been a fan of the show for some time, you will have noticed that we've been absent for a number of months, which is not something that we're new to. We've taken breaks in the past, and we took yet another break after, I think, maybe February of 2024. We do have a number of episodes in the hopper that just need to be finalized, edited, and released. And we've got a lot of big plans. But in the meantime, I and my wife had a second child. So we are now about 3 weeks into the journey of having two kids. Leading up to that, as you can imagine, that just takes a lot of your time. And also, especially for me, weightlifting just became something that I was not able to prioritize as much as I wanted. And being a part of this show, I always want to put my best foot forward. So I wanted to be, I find it difficult to be super engaged in making this type of content when I am not myself also doing what I'm telling other people to do, for better or worse. So anyway, went through a bit of a period there where we were not recording. That said, we do have a lot of plans to revisit, and I'm doing the very best I can to stay as healthy as I can while we're in this super, super busy period of having both a toddler and an infant in the house. And that's something that, I want to explore a lot in the future, and we'll be talking a lot about, hopefully have some episodes on, some guests to talk about that kind of thing. I feel like that's something people are interested in. I'm certainly interested in it, and I'm also feeling my way around and learning in real time. So we're going to bring you into that, kind of catch you up on what we've been up to this year in the very near future. But in the meantime, I did want to make good on a promise that we've been making for going back 4 years when we started this whole thing, which is that if you're a fan of the show, you'll know that Steven and I, in addition to just being good friends and working out together, we also have played in bands together for something like 20 years at this point. We have shared maybe a little bit of that material with you guys in the past, but we haven't had a whole lot of new stuff to talk about. I think we've put out 2 singles in the last 4 years. We just now have uploaded a brand new single for release. So I wanted to loop you into that and hopefully build some excitement. This is a track we're super excited about. The name of the song is In Memoriam, and the name of our band, which we've renamed, is called Token Sacrifice. Just felt a little bit more serious than our previous band name. So you can look us up on your favorite streaming networks. You can also go to music.workingmansweightlifting.com, and I'll have a link there where you can pre-save this new song if you're a Spotify user. If you're not, it's not that big of a deal. Just, I'll send a reminder out on release day, which is going to be November 15th, 2024. And I just wanted to, shoot out a quick episode today to announce that and tell you just a little bit about the song and hopefully get you excited about it as we are. So In Memoriam is a song that we've worked on for about 5 years at this point, at least the music, the instrumentation of it. And then the lyrics came together much quickly. Lyrically, the song is about losing loved ones. Stephen and I have lost 3 grandparents in the last several years, and it's brutal. And we never really processed it artistically. And finally, it just felt like the right moment to do that. So this song is very sort of ethereal sounding. And that was very intentional on our part to kind of have a moment to zoom out and think about your place in the cosmos and just thinking about the lineage and the legacy that was passed down by these amazing grandparents that we have lost. And we wanted to kind of stamp that in time with a song. So that's what the song is about. We really hope you enjoy it. And I'll let you in on one tiny little technical secret as well. This is going to be interesting to a small handful of listeners, but I also enjoyed the opportunity this time to once again use this instrument that I purchased called a hybrid guitar, which is a really unique instrument. It literally has 3 bass guitar strings and 4 regular guitar strings on it, and it has 2 outputs so that you can essentially play the bass through one output and the guitar through the other at the same time. And the whole reason we bought it is because Stephen and I wanted to be a duo like we are on the show without having to have a 3rd or 4th band member, at least for the time being. And that way we could sort of have a complete sounding rock band in the room. There are a lot of guys that play hybrid guitars. The most prominent name you might have heard of is a guy named Charlie Hunter. He's like a virtuoso blues jazz guitar player. And he's the guy that basically invented this style of playing, or more or less, where you have this sort of independent bass and guitar playing. It literally sounds like 2 people, but it's really one person. And I am nowhere near the talent level of a guy like Charlie Hunter, but I wanted to see if I could take that instrument and apply it in a sort of hard rock context, which is the kind of music that Stephen and I make. And that's been a really, really big challenge. A lot of fun, but it has also required a lot of purchases in equipment and a ton of time just dialing in like how to route signal and not have a ton of noise and do all those things. So this song is all the guitars and bass that you hear on this song are that instrument. And I'm really proud of that. It was a challenge, but I hope people like it. And I'd actually be really interested if anybody can tell. I think it sounds like more than one person, but it would be kind of funny if someone else was like, no, dude, it just sounds like you with a guitar. And then I'd be like, well, I guess that was a worthwhile endeavor. So anyway, thanks for sticking around for a few minutes. Again, go to music.workingmansweightlifting.com and pre-save that link if you're on Spotify. Otherwise, just be on the lookout. Look up Token Sacrifice on your favorite streaming platform. We're not doing a physical release at the moment, but if we decide to do any merch or anything like that, we will let you know. Otherwise, also be on the lookout for episodes of the show, the actual episodes, talking about fitness coming up shortly. Like I said, we have a lot of plans, a lot of energy coming back in. It's just taken me getting through, bringing on the second child and figuring that out. But we're really close to hitting the go button on that. So we'll be back in the near future. Thanks for sticking around. I've been Nick, and I'm one of the 2 working men that talk about weightlifting on this show. We'll catch you next time.